Hey everyone, it's me. I wanted to talk about something I think is really important for any parent who has a child or an adult child who has either chosen to disconnect or whatever the case is, and you're still financially supporting them. Um, I'm going to give a little bit of background on what I did in my situation. After my children turned a certain age, they were supposed to get jobs. Oldest did, youngest didn't because she was studying for to be valedictorian, so she didn't have time to work and also do her studies. So I let the younger one slide on that. But I in the meantime, when they were young, I paid for cell phone bills. But when they were became of age or got jobs, they were supposed to pay their own bills. And I want to talk about what I had to choose to do when my children cut contact with me and basically said, I'm not talking with you anymore and I'm moving on, and I didn't have information where they lived, whatever the case is. I gave my oldest paid her bills, so that really wasn't a big deal. The youngest one, I was still paying her cell phone bill, which had, texting, internet, and all that. And when we disconnected and she refused to talk to me, I said, well, you're not going to have the internet on your phone. So I suspended the internet on her cell phone. And then I basically suspended the texting. And I said, if you want to get a hold of me, you're going to have to call. And so then when she refused to be in communication with me, I finally just shut the phone off. I didn't ask for the phone back. I didn't ask for, disconnect fees. I didn't ask for anything. But I said, I am not going to pay your bills. I am not going to financially support you. If we do not have a cohesive relationship, we are not talking. I don't know where you live. You refuse to acknowledge me. Whatever the case is, I'm not paying your bills. If you think you're an adult, be an adult. And you take care of your own things. That means you pay for your phone, car insurance, gas, gas, electric, everything else. That's all on you now. If you want to be an adult, be an adult. So a lot of times, I talk to parents that say, well, I still pay my son's car payments, cell phone, car insurance, just normal bills. And I say, why? Well, he needs my help. Well, I need help too, but I don't have, my dad's no longer here, and my mom, she lives on Social Security, so it's not like I can go to my parents. But well, if your child chooses to disconnect, at that point, I think it's time that they disconnect from all of you. Not just communication and relationship, but if they are going to give you up, let them know, I'm going to be paying for one more month on your cell phone plan, on your car insurance, on car payment, etc. One more month, and then I'm done. It's as if you have a tenant who hasn't paid rent. You can give them a notice, no to quit, no to evict, etc., etc. But it's time that you start paying your own bills. And I am done. And I'm telling you, it is not only the worst feeling in the world, because you don't want your child to be already more pissed off at you than they are, and because you're going to give them ammo. They're going to say, my mom is such a bitch, she's not paying for my stuff, and they're going to get a whole army of people that agree with them that you should continue to financially support them. But I'm letting you know right now, if you can't do it, you have to find someone else that will give you the strength to get you to cease supporting your child. If there is no relationship, they want to be an adult, be an adult. But if we don't have a relationship, if we don't have a relationship, why would you expect me to pay your bills? It's almost like you walking up to a stranger on the street saying, well, I need you to pay my bills. The stranger's going to say, I don't know you. What? So anyways, if you have extra money to spend, instead of giving it to your child, what you could do is you could donate that money to an organization that helps homeless veterans, or St. Jude's Research. Find a family in need. There's a lot of people out there who are struggling, truly struggling because of the pandemic. But if you, make a donation. I made a donation to an organization that helps women um, deal with domestic abuse situations because they were a resource for me when I went to court to face my rapist. They helped me. A totally different state. I just called them up, Washington State, and I found the closest, support for domestic violence. I called there and I said, I need help. They actually sent one of their workers to sit with me in court, so I wasn't alone. So that's the kind of organization I really prefer to donate to, but I am certainly not going to give my hard-earned money to someone that does not want me in their lives. If you don't want all of me, you can't have any of me, and that means the gravy train stops here. You want to be an adult, be an adult. Make sure that you know it's not easy out there. You may have to rent a room in someone else's house and pay a couple $100s a month rather than having your own place or living in my home. That's fine. But just know the bank isn't open anymore. The Bank of Mom has closed. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm begging you, if your children do not respect you and they do not value you and they don't want you in their life, that means they don't deserve any of you. If they come back with a pure heart and they say, Mom, I'm really sorry, you can have a relationship with them. It doesn't mean you have to open up your purse, pocketbook, or bank account to them. It just means I will emotionally and mentally support you, but financially, I have to take care of myself. So the money I was giving to you, I'm going to use to go on a vacation. I'm going to use to repair my car. I am going to create a craft room for myself. I'm going to go buy a camper and maybe go on a trip, maybe whatever the case is. Do give unto others that can reciprocate. And I mean, even if I give someone $20, doesn't mean I'm expecting it back. It just means I'm giving with an unconditional heart, and I'm giving to someone that is truly kind and doesn't ask or expect it. It's just the way it is. We see people in need all around us, but the minute you break free from your child and you see there is need out there in the world, lots of need, go for it. I would rather donate to a cause than give money to someone that is expecting it, is abusing me, is using me, and refuses to even acknowledge me or acknowledge my existence and won't allow me to be in their existence. It doesn't work that way. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. Don't be used, don't be abused, and let's stop being confused. Just because you give your child money does not mean they're going to love you, does not mean they're going to have a relationship with you. In fact, they're going to depend on you. And the last thing we want is someone to be dependent on us when they're supposed to stand on their own 2 feet. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope this video helps someone. Stop paying their bills. They're adults. Let them do their thing. But time to take care of you. We'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.